In this section, we're going to go over Travel and Entertainment Policy and Procedures Manual. And every company should create its own travel and entertainment policy. Basically, it will state what the company will pay for and what backup is needed for the company to reimburse employees for upfront costs. It will disclose the corporate credit card policy if a corporate credit card is issued to employees. Many salespeople are issued corporate credit cards where they bill travel costs to it and work-related costs, meals, entertainment, what have you. Air travel policy, ground transportation, car rental policy, business meals, working at the office. Do you pay for meals after a certain time if people are working late? You have to decide this. Here's an example of a good opening. The name of your company reimburses our employees for reasonable and necessary expenses incurred while traveling on the name of your company business or while entertaining name of your company clients or guests. Then it will state the reimbursement policy and go over expense reports and how they should be completely coded and how there should be itemized invoices and receipts. And in this case, how all airline and train and hotel and auto rental arrangements should be made by our own travel department. And that all information submitted on expense reports is subject to audit and subsequent verification. And if you are auditing an expense report, and we go over about expense reports in another chapter, what you want to do is perhaps check mark each receipt with a number and have it correspond with the cover sheet of the expense report, and make sure that all receipts are accounted for. This policy also states that you have to use the corporate credit card when dealing with business-related travel and entertainment expenses. It also states payment of this corporate credit card statement must be made within 30 days. It is the employee's responsibility to make payments on time. Here's something else that should be stated in your travel and entertainment policy about car service. In this case, it is arranged by office services and may be used for any billable purposes that are permitted and agreed to by the client, and for any non-billable travel to and from airports. A job number and brief description of the purpose of the trip must be noted on each voucher. It may even list what is the maximum reimbursement for hotel rates, and the price will depend on the location. For meals, we state the cost of meals should be reasonable and commensurate with the business and the city in which the business is being conducted. The following information must be provided in order to be reimbursed: cost, date, time, place, business purpose, name, title, and business relationship of guest. And for entertainment, it must include a business agenda, and documentation and receipts are required. If there are more than one employees at the gathering, the senior member of the staff will pay for the business entertainment expenses. For this company, when you are working late, non-exempt employees will be reimbursed up to $10 for meal expenses provided they work past 8 p.m. on weekdays or at least 5 hours on a weekend day or a holiday. Your company may even offer employees taxi service if they work late, and that can be stipulated if it is for local residents, if it is after a certain time. And for the reimbursement procedure, expenses will be reimbursed when reported on a properly completed expense form. The expense report must be signed and dated by the employee and properly approved. They must be properly coded with adequate explanations of the expenses. So this is an example of a typical travel and entertainment policy, and you want to create your own for your business because every business is a little different. But you want to cover these topics so that there are no questions, so your employees know what can be reimbursed and what cannot be reimbursed. And you want to have policies and procedures manuals for just about every facet of your business so that everybody knows what the procedure is and who is responsible for that procedure.